some desperate measures also, including the advertisements that we are seeing. Mr. Rao, the advertisements that we are seeing, saying, and I quote when Rahul Gandhi is being introduced in Varanasi, dhoti to aapne hame de di hai, kurta nahi diya hai. You voted us in the center, you haven't given us the power in the state, give us the kurta, give us the vote in the state, and we will change the face of UP. How far do you think that this whole, the concept of we are in the center, and allow us to be in the state, and then we'll change UP. Do you think the voter will buy this?
No, look here. Now the question, see, this is a political jargon, let us not. Now as far as the caste is concerned, Ayalaya would bail me out, because we have also been championing. We are for, let be no shying away from it. We are for affirmative action. We believe the reality of caste and as it exists today. What we need to do is fight it against, see, that what exactly Rahul is trying to do today, the Congress party is trying to do it today. Whether it is 9% or 4.5% we brought in Andhra Pradesh, if it is 9% as we have promised, because 18% has to go to 50%, which become 9%, whatever it is. This is what exactly has been the pattern. I am not trying to get into it too much, because already there is clash between the EC and also Kuchi. So let us not go. But let us think. In a stratified society, if I don't talk about my people, about my downtrodden, about my people whom you have not seen so far, whose eyes and whose tears don't reach you, I have to talk, that is unimportant. No, I am not getting into rhetoric. Number two, Mr. Akash, the issue is this. Now, this third phase, I agree with Vardarajan that it is not the third phase that is important, all the phases are important. It is what, second, Rahul has been there for last 1 decade, and is going to be there forever, because whether he is in the center or the state, he is going to look after it. That is what he wanted to send the message. Number two, in politics, it is a viability which gets credibility. It is a viability which gets credibility. So what happens is, today we are talking about the families, you are talking about Bashan, you are talking of the courtyards, all this is only adds to the viability. But this viability should also be backed by some kind of values, some kind of program, some kind of commitment, and the sincerity of the man. And we see, in the political last word, in the political jargon, if there is any magic, if magic has any meaning, Rahul has the magic, Rahul is sought after, and Rahul's magic will work.
We'll have to wait for a few more weeks to understand if that magic actually comes out from the EVM machine. Siddharth Vardarajan, what I want to know from you is a little bit of crystal ball gazing. Rahul says he'll continue to be there in UP. Would he be forced to be there if he doesn't win UP this time around? Take us through exactly what are the scenarios that can be painted. What's the buzz? What if things don't dramatically improve? If the better remains at only perhaps a 40, then what happens?
You know, there's two complicating factors, because there is an issue of what happens in Uttar Pradesh, and there's an issue of what happens to the UPA in the run-up to 2014. The UPA needs a strategy it needs a viable face that it can present to the electorate in 2014. Let's not forget that that's fundamentally the most important question that the Congress High Command is wrestling with. Will that face be Rahul Gandhi? It will be if his performance in Uttar Pradesh is a credible one. And what's the definition of credible? I would say if the Congress won 20 odd seats in 2007 and they led in 100 assembly segments in 2009, around 60 to 70 seats would be sufficient, would be enough of a haul for Rahul supporters to say that he's proved himself, he's cut his teeth, and that he's ready for a larger role at the center. If those numbers don't match up though, this would I think dent Rahul Gandhi's confidence, and the confidence of those who are pushing his candidature forward. And
let me put that question to Keshav Rao. Let me put that number to Keshav Rao. Mr. Rao, approximately 60 to 70. Would you be even willing to comment, or you'll say that again we are not astrologers here?
Well, see, look, I know the first day when I went to UP, some say 15 days back, I did say 75 to 80. But yesterday, there is a lot of change. Groundswell, believe me, let me tell Vardarajan, it will certainly cross 100, Mr. Vardarajan, if my calculations, my analysis come true. I'm not trying to, as astrologer, trying to say, I'm trying to see the change in the particular today's third phase election.
Okay, Mr. Keshav Rao, appreciate your joining us here. Completely running out of time. Dipankar Gupta would have loved to converse with you more, but completely out of time here. Siddharth Varadarajan, Dr. Kancha Aiyalaya, and of course Meenakshi Lekhi. You came down like a ton of bricks. One hopes that of course there is a little bit of a surprise there, but as of now it seems that the Congress is on its way up, but the question still remains, will it be that crucial figure of 60 to 70 plus or not? Many thanks for joining us here on Center Stage. We'll leave that as of now. Of course, the battle still far from over in UP.